Hey everyone, Scott here, and this week we're talking integration, and specifically we're going to answer the question, should you hire a professional or should you do it yourself? Integration, that is making sure that your income plan, your investments, your insurance, your taxes, and your inheritance plan are all coordinated together. And we're going to talk about the pros and cons of hiring a professional to help you do that. Now, the main downside to hiring a professional is the cost. Now, we like to think that you're going to get a lot of value by hiring a professional, but let's get this out of the way right now. There's a conflict of interest there because we make money by people hiring professionals. That's what we do. Now, there are people that should just do it themselves, and later we'll talk about who that type of person is. So, the cost of hiring a pro. What I don't like to see is someone who comes in for a second opinion and they are showing me their statements of all their investments. And I look at the cost of the mutual funds that this investor might be in, and I realize that they're paying 1 to 2% a year just for the cost of the investments. That's about the same cost of a financial advisor, and they're not getting any extra value out of it. So that's what I don't want to see out of DIY investors. I think if you're going to be a DIY investor, you need to make sure that you're keeping your costs as low as possible. Now, just because there is a cost does not have to be the end of the world. If you're getting value above and beyond that cost, it's well worth it. So Vanguard did a study that says a financial advisor can save up to 3% a year in net returns. Now, it's not going to be every single year. There's going to be life events where that really comes into play, but 3% a year is a big deal in the grand scheme of things. A big part of where a professional is going to help you is to guide you through those turbulent times. It's easy to be an investor when everything's going well, but it's a lot harder to stick to your plan when things like COVID back in March happen, or big events like an election. That's where having a professional on your side can keep you and your plan moving forward. So while hiring a professional does cost you dollars, it saves you time. So that's the way I like to think of it. You're either going to pay in dollars or you're going to pay in time. So if you want to be a DIY investor, that means you're probably someone that likes to wake up, read financial blogs. You like to keep up on new tax rules. You like to keep up on what type of accounts are best for you. And that's great. Some people love to spend their time doing that and they're good at it. That's a great candidate for someone that should be a DIY investor. On the other hand, you just prefer to spend your time doing things that you are good at. That's the whole key. And hire a professional to do the stuff that maybe you're not quite as good at. So if you really enjoy spending your time learning about money, reading about finances, and reading about the market and tax law and all that, great. You maybe do not need a professional. But for the rest of you, getting a professional in that's going to add value, make sure all aspects of your financial life are integrated, that's going to be huge for your financial future. So that's it this week. We will be on to income planning next week. And until then, you can find us at carlsonfinancial.com. Go check us out in Carl's Corner. You can see all of our past videos, and you can always reach us at 844-CARLSON. Thanks, and have a good rest of your day.